was announced earlier this week that Phoenix is no longer on the top 10 most affordable cities list. So I think people are like, oh no, I wanted to buy a home. But let's be honest, that's not going to stop you from buying a home within a decade or so. So joining us to tell us a little more about some options that we have KAZT Cutter, licensed mortgage professional from Homeowners Financial Group. Welcome. Good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So let's start very basic, because there are options for Maricopa County and Arizona residents for mortgage down payment assistance programs. What is a down payment?
Correct. Well, you're usually required to bring in anywhere between 3 to 20% down on a home, depending on what you're using the home for.
Okay.
As homes have become more valuable and sales prices have gone up a little bit in Arizona, a lot of people are being pushed out from being able to afford to get into a home because they don't have, let's say, take a $200,000 home, might require a 5% down payment. That would be $10,000. So lots of people just don't have that saved up, which is why, so fortunately, we have these down payment assistance programs.
Okay. And so what are these programs? There's a couple different options here.
Sure. There's two programs that are most common. Home Plus is one of them. It's backed by a conventional loan. And there's the FHA Home in 5, which is backed by an FHA loan.
Okay. So can you tell me, there's something that you do with teachers, first responders, military personnel, and whatnot. With these two programs, the Home in 5 Advantage program, what does that entail, percentage-wise and all that, for viewers that are watching and think this may be an option for me?
So it's a great loan program. It'll give you up to a 3.5% grant, and that's just for anyone looking to occupy the home as their primary residence.
Okay.
Now, for the parties that you just mentioned, military personnel, first responders, teachers, you get an extra percent, and that grant can be used towards down payment, it can be used towards closing costs, and it's not repayable, which is one of the best parts about it.
That's awesome. So if you're a first responder, a teacher, military personnel, or you make less than $31,250, you can get an extra 1%. That's great. And then let's go over to the Home Plus program. So what are the percentages with that?
So those grants are anywhere between 3 and 5%.
Okay.
You can also use it towards down payment and closing costs. So with both the first program we just mentioned and the Home Plus, the grants are enough to cover the entire down payment.
Oh, okay.
So if you're able to get under a purchase contract that's set up the right way, it effectively allows you to get in for $0 into the home.
Awesome. See, you can't complain about that. You do have options. What is the process in attaining this? Is it a lengthy process?
No, it's not.
Okay.
The first step comes with just submitting a mortgage application to a loan officer.
Okay.
And usually, certain documents are provided, tax returns, W-2s, pay stubs, bank statements, and things like that. But with a fairly quick conversation and providing a few of those documents, we can fully vet someone to make sure they qualify for one of those loans.
That's great. So it's an easy process. Don't be scared away by that. Another thing that I think a lot of people are scared about are mortgages. They're very expensive. A lot of young people are starting to rent, and then a lot of older people are starting to do reverse mortgages. What's a happy medium, and why should people not be scared?
Home ownership is a fantastic thing, and I don't know why people would be scared about it. From a long-term standpoint, a lot of the clients I've worked with over the years, as they take out these mortgages, and over time, homes, eventually will go up in value, whether it's immediate or over time, their loans get paid down, and they're left with, something that from a long-term standpoint is a really, really good financial decision. Mm-hmm. So in terms of being scared, I don't know why someone would be, but I would say just link up with a mortgage professional or a real estate agent that you trust, that was or referred to you by someone you trust.
Okay.
And just start that process. It's a harmless conversation, and the worst thing that can happen is we can say, hey, these are the steps that you need to take to put yourself in a position to be qualified for this type of purchase and this type of loan.
Okay, and that's where you guys enter. So tell me what you do at Homeowners Financial Group.
So we're just on the mortgage side of things. These two products are two products that we do quite a bit of with the down payment assistance and the grants. But we do all types of mortgages. Anything from standard conventional loans to VA loans for veterans and so forth. But we just work really tightly with the buyers and the realtors and the real estate community and builders as well to help people get into good, safe loans that they'll be happy with for a long time. Okay,
so you have options. Don't be scared off that Phoenix is no longer on the top 10 most affordable city list. KC, thank you so much. And if you have more questions, you can go to homeownersfg.com. Stay with us on Arizona Daily Mix. We have so much more coming your way.